Hey YouTube, it's your girl Tina. Welcome back to the channel. I'm here for another video. So you all, I wanted to talk about my Somerset studio inspiration. I love this magazine and I've told you all several times in other videos that I subscribe to this magazine. And so this is the August, September, October edition. Love this cover. They have the most beautiful covers. All right, so I want to talk about this particular project right here. Houses from the Heart. And so this is like a Hispanic, I believe, theme. I don't know. The Day of the Dead or whatever it's called. Beautiful artwork, a lot of beading, a lot of clay making. They used wood blocks. They did stenciling on here. Just really, really nice. And so it tells the story behind the art. This is one that had an open box where you could put items on the inside. They made an accordion like folio to stuff it. This is just a regular block. And again, they did a lot of stenciling, a lot of painting, a lot of clay making. And so I really liked the theme of this issue. The theme of this issue was home. And they have so many home projects in this issue that it just really took me back and I really enjoyed it. So this is my inspiration for the project that I'm going to show you, Houses from the Heart. So let me show you my interpretation and my houses from my heart. So I made some artist trading houses. Yes, artist trading houses. This is what I made. These are houses from my heart. So on this one, I used some yellow fabric. I used some ephemera from out of my stash. Home Sweet Home. This is a die, a spellbinder's die of a glass door. I love it. Oh, a glass window. I'm sorry. A glass window. So I really like that. And then here's some trim that I had in my stash that went perfect with this. And so the thought behind this particular house was the house that I grew up in. The house that I grew up in was yellow. Mama and Daddy's house was the yellow house on the block. Everybody loved our house. And that's how you knew it was our house, because we were the only yellow house on the block. So people came from far and near for the first time to visit our house, for the first time coming to our house, or haven't been to our house 10, 15 years. That was the landmark. Come down until you see the yellow house. This is where I grew up. So that was my inspiration behind this one, and I simply love it. All right, so let me show you the second house. This is my second artist trading house. And of course, Tina makes all things purple. So you all, this is my second house. I simply love it. The same thing that I used to do the first one is what I did for the second one. It's just a different color scheme. Absolutely love it. Love the crochet doily. And I did a double doily. I did this butterfly, and I think that butterfly just sets it off. Then here's the key. Home is the key to any good life. That's how I feel. That's my interpretation. And then, of course, the cross. The cross where Jesus died for our sins. You all, come on. You can't have a home without the cross of the Lord. And so this is my interpretation of houses from the heart. So what did I do? I took some cardboard and then I layered some fabric on top. And if you could see, you could see ridges. You could see deep ridges. And so I wanted to come in and I'm going to show you this one. You could see it much better. You see the ridges on here. I wanted to put those ridges there to give it a siding look, like the siding on your house, and give it more texture. And I love, love, love the way that this came out. So this is what it looks like on the side. So I'm going to give you all a quick tutorial on how I made the siding for my house, okay? All right, so I took some fabric squares that I had, a piece of cardboard, and then I took several pieces of cardboard and cut them into strips. All right, and of course with this project, I use my hot glue gun. Can't craft without that hot glue gun. All right, so what do? The first thing we do, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna lay down these little pieces of cardboard and make our ridges. So I'm just gonna simply put hot glue, right? Now I did not put it started at the end because I want that little edge to dip off. And you will see why when I begin to lay the fabric down. No rhyme, no reason. You just taking strips. I didn't measure these strips. I just cut them. Okay. This artist trading house is 3x4. Okay. 3x4. It's 3 inches wide and it's 4 inches tall. Okay. I'm just going to lay these. And you just space them out. That's all you're doing is spacing them out. Okay. I'm going to pull this down a little bit more while that glue is still hot. Glue this one down. And you know, you have to work fast with hot glue. But if you make your glue really, really hot, you can manipulate it. You know, you have a little bit more time to manipulate it. Okay. So I know people are intimidated by hot glue, and they always say that hot glue gets cold fast. That is not true. If you let the hot glue get really, really hot, you do have time. So you simply just laying that like that. Okay. Then you're going to put this. And you can already see how we have the ridges. All right, then I want to put a piece on the top. And then we finish with this portion. Again, I don't want to take it all the way to the top. I want to have a little dip off. So I'm going to leave that like that. Okay. It does not have to be perfect, you all. All right, so that's the first thing that we do. Now we want to layer it with our fabric. And what I usually do is look at the fabric, especially when you have a pattern. Look at how you want your pattern to lay. So I want mine to go this way. And I think, nope, I want it to go this way. All right, so I want my points to come up like this. And so I'm going to use this one. As you can see, I got 2 point lines, one here and one there. Well, if I use this way, it does not cover. It makes it have, you want to have some laying off. Okay, so I want my points to be in the center. So I'm going to use this side where I have fabric laying off, and we'll cut the excess, the excess. Y'all know the word I'm trying to say. You can't say nothing when you're trying to record. It happens to me all the time like that. All right, so I'm going to leave it, pull it up a little bit more. All right, don't worry about this down here because you have your second piece of fabric that you're going to just come in and lay on top. So now I'm going to show you how I just simply lay this down and make the ridges. Okay. Make sure you have enough glue sticks because I use one glue stick for this part to glue the cardboard down. Now I'm working on the second stick for the fabric. So just make sure you have your glue sticks ready. Okay, I'm going to put glue on here, on the top, and just a little bit in between. So you're going to go on top, and then you're going to form it as you go. Form it as you go and pull the fabric because you don't want no bubbles. You want it to just be smooth. Okay, so you got to kind of, you know, work the formation in there. Take your time on this step right here with the fabric. You cannot be in a rush. And again, the glue, the hotter it is, the better. So I would recommend you not use a low temperature glue gun. You need a high temperature glue gun for this one. Okay. You can put little bit on the top if you want on the top layers, or you don't have to put any glue at all. Just put them in the grooves and just smooth it out so you will have the indentation. It's either or way. You could do it however you want. Okay, but you want to make sure it lays in the grooves. So you definitely want to put glue in the grooves, in between the spaces. That's what I mean by grooves. So here we go with another layer. Again, you're going to smooth it out. As you can see, I didn't put any glue on this one. I just put it in between the grooves. Okay. I'm going to do the next one. This project was so fun, you all. I really, really enjoyed doing this project. Yep. Had this fabric in my stash for a long time. As you can see, it does not take a lot. Now on this one right here, it's not enough to go to the groove. So I'm just going to simply just adhere it down because we're going to lay the next piece of fabric on the top. All right, so that's what you have so far. And you can see the formation. Don't it look like you have some satin on your house? Y'all ain't going to help me today. I really love this. So we're going to go here and we're going to just line it up. Make sure we have it. You could line it up starting here if you want, or you could come down to where you want to start. It's up to you where you want to start it at. And I don't understand. I want it to line up, so I still have some left over. The laps. Okay. Now, as you can see, it doesn't really matter because you can't even see where I connected the two pieces on neither one of those. So once you decorate the top, you won't be able to see where you started it in the first place. Okay. So we're going to go with that. Look at Tina talking about we're going to go with that, and then I turned it around. Too funny. Okay, I'm going to go back over here. All right, here we go. We're just going to start right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it. I'm going to put more glue on top of here, and then I'm going to put some in the grooves. Do not forget the grooves, whatever you do. This is just not how I did the other one, because the other one lined up, but we're not going to worry about that, you all. Everybody that do videos knows sometimes if you get on the video, stuff just go to the left, stuff be going to the right. Now this is the last one, and you see how I got this groove. Make sure you put glue there because that's where you're going to end it at. Okay, so you pull it down with your finger and you make the last groove. Okay, it's just that simple. I love how this turned out. Again, this is my artist trading house, houses from the heart, inspired by the Somerset studio. All right, so this is what you have, right? You see the grooves. So now you're just going to take your scissors and you're just going to trim it out. You're just going to trim it out. Get you a good pair of scissors that once you cut, that's it. It'll cut evenly and smooth. That's what I recommend. So again, we cutting all that's hanging over. And if you got these Tim Holtz scissors, I recommend you use those because they really cut everything. They cutting the glue that seeped over right on through it, one little pass, and everything is even. The cardboard that ran over, All of that is cut in one pass. And here you go. I love it. I love it. Okay? And so then this is what you have. This is the base of your house. And then you can go in and decorate it how you want. Now, if you see on here, I inked my edges. You can do that. On this one, I did not ink the edges. I left the edges raw and I put tulle on top of the fabric. So it's different ways that you can do it. You go in after you have made your base, you go in and decorate it the way you want. So tell me what you all think about my artist trading houses. And I love them. I think they came out so nice. This is my interpretation of the Somerset Studio article that I reviewed. And this is what came to me to design for my houses from the heart. Tell me what you think. Leave me some comments below. If you have the Somerset Studio magazine, tell me what you think about this issue's theme, home. All right, till next time, you all stay blessed and keep creating. Please wash those hands every 15 minutes. Hot water and soap. Love y'all.